Good morning, guys. It's just gone 7 a.m. I'm out in the shed, and what are we going to do today? So I'm going to take you guys on a bit of a day in the life of, which I got my words muddled in the last video. A life in the day of didn't make any sense. I'm in the shed. It's a messy shed. If you haven't seen my recent videos, check them out because that'll give you some background to what I'm going to do now. Early in the shed, well, I get up early every morning. We get up at 6 every morning, have a coffee. I turn some lights on, plan my day. We take Coco for a walk down the lake. I might show you our walking track just quickly. And then I've got some loose ends to tidy up today before I start making some headway in here. So I'm really keen to get this shed more organized. The last few videos and your comments have really given me some inspiration to reorganize my life. So we'll get into some of that stuff today. We have some loose ends to tidy up on the deck. And I also have a table tennis repair job, not really a repair, I'll show you that as well. We'll probably get through a lot of different subject matter today, and that may be the theme of some of these videos. Just show you all the little bits and pieces of things I do every day, other than my dedicated repair videos. We also have to get something out of the emergency storage shed this week. Might get onto that today, maybe tomorrow. Rightio, first up, I guess we'll take Coco for a walk. Now, we are very fortunate here in Nagambie to have a lake in the centre of town. It's a beautiful area, and it's actually the bowl section is the part of the original river course, so it's quite deep around the edges but fairly shallow in the middle. And it's a great spot to walk. We're lucky that we only live a matter of minutes from here. So every morning, usually a bit after 7 a.m, we take Coco for a walk. She absolutely loves it. She has all her favourite sniffing spots to communicate with dogs that have previously walked the path or are about to walk. And yeah, a lot of people use it. You can see the footsteps on the deck there, and it's just a beautiful morning out too in summer. It's really lovely when it's a hot day to get out fresh early in the morning and just enjoy a good walk up hills, up steps, and the sprinklers are just finishing watering the lawn there at the park. And you'll be hearing some birds in the distance, well, hovering around us. I'll talk about them just shortly. And this path goes back up past the motel unit and a restaurant on the corner here, and lots of parklands around the edge of the street and in the middle of the street, which tourists are always flocking to. So it's a really vibrant place in summer. It's even quite busy in winter. Now, these birds, they're long-billed corellas, and as you can hear, they make an enormous noise. They're raucous, they're loud, they gather in huge flocks. And it seems to be early morning. They all come to the lake, and then again in the evening you see them circling around town in massive flocks. Very annoying creatures. We're back from our walk. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Coco's having a bit of a rest on her lookout table where she sort of surveys her kingdom or queendom, I guess. What am I going to do today? Well, I have some stuff to deal with that's come in, and often at the start of the week I unload the van from what people have dropped off at the shop throughout the weekend, because we're only open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and for people to drop e-waste off, that's really the only days. This was pretty cool. It's a Digitech integrated amplifier with remote. Apparently it works. Oh, you've got Sharky. Have you? A boombox. Yay, that will just, it's rough as anything. It'll make a great restorer down the track. I'm just going to put that into storage now with my other boom boxes. I don't mind stashing those aside, but we'll test the amplifier and that'll go straight back to the shop. There's some boxes of general e-waste, cords and bits and pieces I'll have to go through. This is a electric crock pot, pressure cooker of some sort. A lady asked if I do repairs, and I kind of have trouble saying no. There was a note somewhere. I don't know where the note went. It's got a loose wire or something, and I said, yeah, I'll have a go at fixing it for her. That'll be a paid job, so I'll look at that. Someone dropped in some sanding belts. When they bring e-waste in, they bring all sorts of stuff with it, and they just give it to me. So it's pretty cool. This is I think it's a air fryer or something. That came from a deal that Christine was sorting out, and she hands all the electrical to me, so that will be just treated like any other normal e-waste. I'll test it and hopefully it works, and hopefully just sell it. I have some monitors you might have seen in a recent video that were dropped off in my driveway last week, so I have to test those and see if they work. I would like to get this bench into my shed to help with organising. That will be down the track. I don't think I'll get to that straight away. I did mention I had to paint a piano stool. This is a stool that we have down in front of the shop where we have our piano for people to play, and the top had all come off, the timber had split because it's been in the weather for a long time. I do have it chained up, so I've re-glued it all last week. It's nice and solid, fixed that all up. I was going to paint it just so it lasts a bit better in the weather. I'm not sure if I'll get to that today either because I have to find some suitable paint for it. This large sharp microwave oven, or convection and grill and microwave, came from the farm. That's what we got out of the ute the other day. Mum doesn't need it anymore, so I'll just give that a clean up, a test, and we'll sell that. I picked up e-waste from the op shop or charity shop yesterday, which I'm still going to continue to do even though I won't be doing specific videos on it, so I'll go through that. I might show you anything interesting I got out of that. There's a clock that I'll be putting in the shop. Hopefully just needs a battery. And the other thing I purchased this week, which was really cool, a beautiful piece of glass. It's vintage. I think it's 60s era. It's possibly Murano. They had $10 on it. I was more than happy to pay that. I haven't actually weighed it. I think the thing would weigh at least 5 kilos maybe. It's a great piece of glass, undamaged. I think that's close to $100 piece, maybe 80 or 90, something like that. So I was rapt to pay $10 for that. I think the clock was only $4, and if it just needs a battery, I'll probably get 15 or so for that. So that was all right. I'm still going to be picking up my stuff from the charity shop. We will quickly go through it to see if there's anything interesting. So I've got a bit of stuff to clean up on the deck. There's a TV to go to e-waste. I've already taken the boards out of that. And this box of light fittings, there's a bit of a story to these. I don't think we'll get to that in this video, but we will do a separate video on those. See what value I can get out of those rather than just throw them out to the e-waste crates at the transfer station. Alright, where did I leave my coffee? I better go and do a little bit of editing while I have this, and then we'll make a start on getting the stuff off the deck because I want the deck to stay nice and neat. I don't want to fill it with clutter anymore. And I might add, Christine would totally agree with me. Well guys, it's almost lunchtime and my day has not gone to plan, but what do they say about life? It's what happens to you while you're making other plans. And another saying I heard about that is the trouble with planning is that it takes the skill out of day-to-day crisis management. I'm getting good at that. We had a crisis. We had an issue with my editor. Now, I've been using HitFilm for quite a few years now. Any of you that do any YouTube videos or any editing online will be probably aware of HitFilm. It was at one stage the most popular free online editing software, and there was a professional one. It was discontinued a couple of years back. The company, I think FX Home, closed down their website. There's no support. It's been getting a few bugs in it, and finally it froze and I could not do any editing. So was I going to get any videos up for you guys? It was going to play havoc with my schedule for this week and ongoing. So I bit the bullet. I went on, did some research, and I've downloaded, I think the most popular one now is DaVinci Resolve. So I've been teaching myself how to use that. Crash course, clicking buttons. The button I've pressed the most is the undo button because I'm trying to work out how to do it. Watched a couple of YouTube tutorials, which are always handy. And I think I've got my head around it in the space of an hour or 2 hours, enough to at least get this video up. Okay, enough chatter. What have I done in between that? Well, I had a bit of a look at some of the e-waste on the deck. The air fryer was filthy dirty. I wasn't going to muck around with it, so I chopped the cord off, so that's going to e-waste. The amplifier, the Digitech, was it? It runs, it works, but it has an issue with the volume control. It's very erratic. It jumps all over the place. It goes from soft to loud without touching it. I did a video on this exact model on how to fix that. I thought it looked familiar. And I know it's easy enough to fix. I won't film it, but I'll put the link below on how to fix one if you've got that issue. Incidentally, I looked back at my video and it's a different serial number. So the one I fixed and sold hasn't come back to haunt me. A different job, and now I'm experienced at it. So I know I can fix this. I won't do it on camera, and I'll get this into the shop. I think we'll get near $100 for that. I'll have to check it out. Not a particularly good brand, but a good solid amplifier. So something I'll try and get done today. We certainly won't get back to a few other things I mentioned before. There was a couple of random boxes of e-waste to go through, which I did. Nothing very exciting in that. A couple of chargers and things I might show you later. And I do want to quickly have a rummage through what we got from the charity shop so you know. Oh, and also I will be fixing my table tennis bat this afternoon. I'll show you some footage of that now. So here's something you don't see every day, and it's not really a repair. I've just got to replace this black rubber. It's the grippy rubber on my bat, and it eventually loses its tackiness, and this was a bit damaged around one edge. So I peeled it off, and I use a special glue that you can remove the rubbers when you need to, and smooth that round. And it is a contact type adhesive, so you need to leave it dry. The new rubber here is a sticky Chinese rubber, fairly cheap. It's only, I think, about $20 a sheet. It has a blue foam sponge on the back, and again we smeared the glue around on that. And once they're touch dry, it's just a matter of placing it carefully on the blade. And you'll notice my blade's a little bit different shape than normal. I like to be different. Roll out any air bubbles, and then we just trim around the edge with scissors, and I'll be ready to go for our games tonight, our first match for the year. So I'll peel off the protective sheet, and the rubber is really tacky, and I'll just try a ball on here, and it grips beautifully. In fact, it's so sticky as such when it's new that it can actually pick up the ball to a degree. So you can imagine how much spin you can develop with that sort of rubber. Whereas the red pimples doesn't get any spin at all. So I like to confuse my opposition. So now I'll do a quick test serve on the table with maximum backspin. How do you reckon you'd go returning that serve? Back to the workbench now, and just looking at this crock pot pressure cooker that the lady dropped off to the shop. And the note said there was a loose earth wire. Well, I got it like this. It was dismantled. There was some screws in a plastic bag. And it's pretty clear here that that earth wire has just pulled out of a plug there. That's where the mains comes in. So I'll be able to pull that terminal off and re-crimp that. I noticed this one's undone. No, that goes to the heating element there. I presume the screw for that is in the bag. I don't know why these were taken apart. I don't know what the story was. I didn't actually talk to the lady. I just got a note to say, can I repair the earth wire? So I'll put this back together, and I'll give it a bit of a test and put it on my appliance tester, make sure it's safe. And it'll just be a basic, $20 fee or something. It's going to take hardly any time at all to do it, and I'm sure the customer will be most happy, and I make reasonable money for my time. Okay, for those who mentioned they were going to miss the Ewaste series, I'm still going to unbox it. I think I mean, this series is just going to develop. I'm not really sure how it's going to work out, but I thought I might as well pull the stuff out of the box so at least you can see what I got. And those that love the Ewaste series and are disappointed that it's finishing well, it's, it'll still be incorporated. It'll be quick though. I'm not going to show cleaning up everything. I just put a battery in the clock. It goes beautifully. That's the correct time at the moment. It's nearly 4:45. It's been a long day. I still want to get a bit more done and hopefully get a video up tonight. So I think I'll go $20 on the clock. We have a toasty maker here, and it's still got half a sandwich in it. I'll decide what to do with that later. This is what's this? A vaporizer or something? Looks like you put water in it. So that's possibly got a market. The instructions are for it. We have a desk lamp, but it looks like the bottom's been broken, so that may be just parts. Those lamps sell okay though. I seem to be able to get $10 or $15 for those pretty easily, but not in that condition. We always get kettles. Oh, this is a little bit different. It's a DeLonghi, and it's clean enough inside, so that might be a seller. There's the base. We have a radio Panasonic. Oh, that looks like a nice one. That's lost. Oh, it's got batteries. Actually, there's a loose battery. Hopefully the battery compartment is in here somewhere. Hopefully the batteries are okay. There's no corrosion. Radios always sell well. I keep them cheap, but they do sell well. That's possibly off that. Maybe that's a humidifier type thing, vaporizer. In the box here, a little clock radio, just a cheapie, but I still get $5 for those, assuming it's in good order if it's in the box. A smart modem. I've been selling those lately at $10 each, and I've sold 2 in the last week. What's in the plastic bag? I don't know, it's tied up. We have, it looks like we have one of these NutriBullets. Yep, they're the attachments. Well, they sell okay. I did one in a video a while back that sounded pretty rough, but apparently they all sound like that, especially when they're not actually blending something. Well, that's pretty dirty. We'll check it out. It might be scrap. Not very exciting. Oh, another lamp. That one's got the base. It looks like it was sold at Vinnie's, which is an Australian op shop, a charity shop. But at least that one's in good condition, so hopefully we can get a sale there. And, oh, an electric knife. They always sell well. Black & Decker. The blades are with it. So I'll give that one a check. Some cords. Another battery. Oh, I don't think we've got the battery compartment for the radio. That's a shame. Rabbit ears antenna. Some speaker wire. And is this an, I think it's an Apple media streaming box, Apple TV. Now, I had one a while back and everyone told, well, a few of you told me that they're actually worth a bit, so I'll check that out. There we go. Nothing very exciting. Nothing I really need to show you cleaned up, but you know now what I've got from the op shop this week, and I will save whatever I can. Well, the day is drawing to a close, and I didn't get everything done I'd intended, but then I wasn't expecting to learn a new editing software program either. What's up, Coco? You ready for your second walk? Oh, and the birds are out too. So the clock's working fine. You saw that piece of glass. Everything's clean on the deck here. This is what I can save from the e-waste. What you don't see there is what didn't make it. I think the kettle and a couple of other things, the NutriBullet, just weren't worth saving, but we've got a lot of stuff saved there. The amplifier works beautifully now. The other boxes of random e-waste, there was a brand new lampshade in a box there. I'll use that on the lamp at the shop. There's a solar waterproof warning light. I think that's new, so I'll just put $5 on that at the shop. The sanding belts we'll try and sell. I've fixed the crock pot, so that's good. I've managed to clean up this Sharp microwave, so that's ready for sale. So I've got a lot of stuff done. Here's the pile that I didn't get done. The monitors, we'll get onto them in the next video. The piano stool I still have to paint, and we'll look at those electrical things at some stage. Quick 5 minutes to give Coco a scratch. Now, that's it for today, except I wanted to try and get something out of my shed, because my new series, well, it's not really a series, it's actually the channel now. Unless you want to come up with a series name, you can put your suggestions down below. But basically every video is going to be, other than specific repair videos or my emergency storage shed series, most other videos are going to be trying to make sense of this clutter. Now, it's actually a little more cluttered than you saw it the other day on the tour, but that's because I've been piling up e-waste out the front. Now, this is all to go to the transfer station, so that's all organised and it won't take long to move. But I wanted to get something out of the shed in every episode, or at least, you know, to start making an improvement. So I thought something big. This piece of timber came from the house that we did a little while back where I had a garage sale. Now this was actually custom made to sit beside their fridge. Can I get around this end without the sun glaring you? So it's basically a vertical shelf unit that just went beside their fridge, and I tried to give it away at the garage sale and no one wanted it. I brought it home thinking it might make a good workbench top, or I might find a place in my shed somewhere, but no, it's too big, it's too bulky. I didn't find anywhere for it, so I'm going to take that out now, put it in the van, take it to the shop and put it in a big free pile that we have out the front somewhere, and I'm sure someone will grab it for exactly that reason, maybe a workbench or something like that. But it's time to go from here. I don't want it, so it will make some space and potentially allow us more room to get through to the main shed. So we got through it, guys. Thanks for watching. We achieved a lot today, including achieving mastering, well, not quite mastering, a new editing program. So look, these things just come out of the blue and you have to adapt, don't you? So thanks for watching. We did get something out of the shed after all. We processed stuff on the deck. Next episode, probably another mixed bag of interesting things. I hope you're going to enjoy this series and this journey. We'll catch you next time. Bye for now.